Poor Steve, we are literally the worst about trash. Like, literally. These last couple weeks, we keep forgetting. Don't bring up the trash. Okay, he's doing alright. A couple weeks ago, it was like literally running. My baby. Alright, so yesterday I rescheduled the DA outline meeting like I said I would. I followed up with Kelly about that presentation that I wasn't sure about that was already finished. I was working on that caseless filters article, and I am going to continue working on that this morning.
What did Kelly say about that meeting?
Oh, she said that someone else already took care of it a while ago. Like someone else had rescheduled it for earlier. The next 3 colors on my sleeve. Why though? Good morning. Happy December 8th. My name is Leah and I'm the host of the Eventual podcast, and today is the 8th day of Advent, of Vlogmas. I was just writing Radvent all over everything, so my brain really is thinking Advent. This is my Do What You Love mug from Gigi Made It. It's so good. Nero is being very annoying right now. Nero. He's so funny when he either is choosing to listen or not. Right now he is half choosing to listen. Today I have a meeting at 11 and then a working session this afternoon to update and make changes to course sites, which will actually be a ton of work. So even though I have several things on my plate, I'm not going to get to most of them today because I will be working on very specific things. This afternoon I don't know what I'm in the mood for, if I want to walk or if I want to play ITG, but you probably saw me filling out my little weekly calendar. So if you watch my podcast, you will know that I like to update a weekly calendar that is right in front of my face when I'm working so that I can see what I want to be doing outside of work. Part of that is supposed to be motivation to get work done during work time, but a lot of it is to just stop working when appropriate versus just sort of working indefinitely and it bleeding into my evening. There are so many things that I want to be doing at any given time. There's so much fun things to be doing. Why do work when it's always going to be there tomorrow? So I filled that out for this week. I'm looking forward to this week. It seems like a very good week. Every week after my big training is always a great week because I feel like I have so much more breathing room and breathing space. Several people on my team today said that they had dreams or woke up thinking it was a day on the weekend, which is really funny because yesterday I could not believe it was only Monday. I don't know if Advent is throwing me off or if it's just December and I'm really looking forward to the end of the month, but I don't know. The end of the month is really exciting because we get a lot of vacation, or it's like getting a lot of bang for your buck. So we have 3 days of work and then Christmas Eve and Christmas, and then 3 more days of work and then New Year's Eve and New Year's. And so most people are being encouraged to take 2 weeks off. And a lot of those 2 weeks are it's only 6 days to get 2 whole weeks off. And hello? And so a lot of people are taking the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's. This is Nero scratching on the back of my chair. Yes? A lot of people are taking the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's off. But Steve is taking the week of New Year's and the week after that off. And I am taking the week after New Year's off. So Steve's been working at the U a year longer than I have, and he accrues time at a faster rate, just based on his job position. So I am hard debating on whether or not I want to take time or just have a more low-key time. I think I'm not gonna take time and have low-key time. It might be nice to get some additional work done without being interrupted, and I would like to save that time for later. But we are taking the first week of January off, and so I'm really excited. But a lot of people are saying, like, this is just the slide then. I mean, 2 weeks is a lot. Last year, most people only took a week, or took a week in January randomly. So my team is actually extremely good for promoting and honoring time off. I'm pretty sure almost all of my team is off for the entire week of Christmas or the entire week after that. So it'll be an interesting time. So today's lunch is rice, the leftover chickpeas. Maybe that's part of why it's more than normal, is that we don't usually add anything other than veggies and protein. So we added the chickpeas also. But yeah, we have chickpeas and then steamed veggies and then some fake chicken. Yum.
Yum.
Also, some seasonings, a little bit of liquid aminos, and a little bit of sesame oil. Yum, yum, yum. Hey, Nero. Hey, Nero. What are you doing? This is not an invitation. What are you doing? You're coming up? I'm just gonna stand there really awkwardly. So I was able to get the next stripe, the unicorn stripe. I love it. It's like this, such a nice like light purple pink undertones, which is very different from this blue white. And the next two colors also have sort of a lighter base, a light whiter kind of base. And so I'm really interested to see how that ends up looking. Yes, we know you're there.
I kind of missed it there. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna look to make sure there's nothing left in the bags either. It's a leather pouch.
Today has been a really low-key day. I had a bunch of plans for stuff to do, and instead I ended up watching Steve stream, which is a great activity, but I didn't get a lot done. I have had people playing, like I've been catching up on Vlogmases I had it streaming on the TV so that I could just put them in a queue and watch them, and that's been great. And then doing a little bit of crocheting, trying to like have good, I like can't think of like the word, like is it fidelity, is it like like, what's the word for having, it's like, it's not about like ergonomics, it's like, what's the word?
I need more hints.
About like how you hold the crochet hook and how like how you like, it's like proper form.
Form?
Yeah, but like, is that the word I'm looking for though? Like, it's like
Proper technique?
yeah, maybe, but it's just like, so I'm not twisting my wrist so much. Like, I was noticing that I crochet with a lot of like wrist motion for my right hand, but I was watching Nitty Natty and she holds her hook still and sort of loops her yarn around, and most of her motion appears to be in her left hand. And so I'm trying to like have a balance because twisting my wrist really hurts after a while. But I did make a little bit of progress. I'm gonna probably make some more progress now that Steve is done streaming and I'm not going to be enthralled by his stream. And I ate, which was nice because then I am full and I can think again. The rest of the night I think will just be spent chilling. It's 10 o'clock, so we have about 2.5 hours until we go to bed, or so, 2.5, 3, depending. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that, maybe do a little bit more knitting and watching a few more vlogs. I hope you have had a lovely day. Yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday's nice, it's halfway through the work week. I will check in then. This is actually looking pretty good, except I definitely missed a stitch right here. And I know this is called the design elements because the idea is if you make a mistake, it become a design element. But I also kind of think that if you make a mistake and you notice the mistake, that you should just frog back and fix it. Yeah.